Now time for our TNA Slammiversary predictions. Slammiversary coming up soon and lots of build going on TNA Impact. There's lots of matches announced for this one, and indeed we're going to find out what they are and tell you exactly what we think of them. We'll get them up and start talking about them one by one. Maybe we'll leave Fatal 4-Way to when there's a few more matches announced. I mean, certainly right now it's I'm looking at Sting's back right there. I mean, they've even drawn in the muscle lines. I mean, this was quality merch. This is the stuff you just don't get today.
Yeah, the attention to detail is pretty good on the old Stinger. I wonder if they ever tried to, I suppose he's so out of shape they couldn't kind of bring him back to this gimmick, but it'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? No, maybe not.
I think so. No, I think it would be, because that's what we remember him as in many ways. I mean, it's you know, what we remember. But anyway, Slammiversary predictions, and let's start off with the World Heavyweight Championship. While we have Sting here, it's Raavan Dan v Sting. Of course, the events leading to this match, Sting earning this title shot by being voted the #1 contender in the inaugural Top 10 Contenders poll. So, Sting versus Raavan Dan at TNA Slammiversary 2010 for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. This is a dream match. This is one I'm looking forward to. I think that perhaps we're looking at Sting taking the belt, maybe not now, but if I was to nail my prediction down, I think I would say Sting is going to take the title.
Yeah, I think my prediction will be, sad to say, I think RVD is probably going to retain. I don't know why, but probably to put him in another fresh feud with somebody who's getting the push.
The band are taking on Matt Morgan and Question Mark. Of course, this is changing week to week. We don't know who Morgan is going to end up with, and in that sense, I'm going to say the band are going to go over.
I say the band too, actually. Yeah, I would.
Now here's one that's good. The X Division Championship pay-per-view appearance for Brian Kendrick. Now Brian Kendrick will take on Douglas Williams, and the X Division is going to benefit a lot from having, you know, the bigger size guy like Doug Williams and Brian Kendrick. I mean, Brian Kendrick can work really well, and he can work many styles. I think he's excellent, and I'm going to say out of personal choice that I'd like to see Brian Kendrick take that X Division title and go with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get the push he deserves to, because I know before he left WWE they give him some bit of a push, and I really liked that when he was in WWE, and they gave him that push and that music and the Ezekiel Jackson buzz. So fingers crossed. I think yeah, Kendrick, new X Division champ. I'd like to see that.
The TNA Knockouts Championship, Madison Rayne, the reigning champion, versus Roxy. Roxy's back on TV. I don't think she's going to be pushed that far yet. I think Madison Rayne will retain.
Me too. Yeah.
And of course this week we had the announcement of Beer Money taking on Jeff Hardy and Mr. Anderson. Great back and forth between the guys this week. I actually felt like Beer Money got one over on the ex-WWE guys. I mean, Beer Money were shooting about all sorts, and I saw the looks on the face of Hardy and Anderson, and it's not so much that they were selling it, they were no-selling it in a sense by really just laughing, quite really goofy laughing at what was going on. I think really these guys are probably maybe feeling that they're kind of jabronis when you've got like Beer Money coming out and being allowed to shoot. But let's be honest, Jeff Hardy and Mr. Anderson, yeah, I think they're probably going to go over.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a mutual hatred for WWE and Vince at this stage with the two of them. You know, Jeff towards the end of his run wasn't the biggest fan of the place, and obviously Anderson getting screwed out of it with the higher ups and whatever. But I think I can see Anderson and Hardy going over here on this one.
Kurt Angle's taking on Kazarian, and of course Kazarian has his little position with Flair in a sense, at least this week. What will happen as it moves on? Well, I mean, I know Flair was shooting on Kurt this week, and he told him all about his respect for the Olympic champion, and I think that was all shoot. Again, I'm loving how TNA are pushing that shoot sort of stuff where you just don't know. You don't know if it's been planned. I have to think that these more veteran guys are have more freedom. Perhaps they're just let out onto the stage and just told to shoot. So if I was to nail a prediction down, I mean, Kurt Angle is coming back strong, and I think he's going to go over.
Yeah, I think so too, and it would be a pretty big upset if it was the other way around, I think.
Brother Ray is taking on Jesse Neal, and yeah, Jesse Neal.
Yeah. Jesse Neal. Hopefully.